Hello everyone, my project is a Bible search graphical user interface. My program takes user input from books, chapters, and verses that the user would like to read, and then it outputs the text of that passage in a label. The program can also print the text in different translations. It can help the user to compare two translations, and finally, it gives the user the option to switch from light mode to dark mode and back if they would like. I chose to do this project because the Bible is very important to me, and as Psalm 119:105 says, "Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path." God's word is a guide to me. His word, or more commonly known as the Bible, lights up my path and shows me the way, and that is why today my project is about searching the scriptures. Some of the challenges I faced was making a scroll bar for the labels so that it would show whole chapters and whole books. That took me a long time to figure out and get to work. Some interesting things I encountered were learning how to do the GUI more and learning more about it and making it really clean and work well. There was lots of things that I learned about it and how to do stuff and how to change the color of things after it's already been declared and all that stuff. I think that this project turned out really good. I got a lot more done than I was expecting to get when I started this. I wasn't really expecting to be able to compare the translations or do the light and dark mode to make the program look better and work better for the user. So now I'll be giving you a quick walkthrough through the code I have. So first of all, we have the Bible class. This Bible class has two methods in it, or three methods in it. The init, where the text is put in, and then the get verse, where it returns the text of the certain passage the user looked up, and then we have the repr, which is a representation of the Bible instance that could be used to reproduce the object. So now we have the function main. This right here calls some variables, some global variables, so that it could be used in multiple functions. Right here is just going to set up the colors for when the GUI is set up. This right here are the different translations you could use. This is going to loop through all the translations of the Bible you can use and get all the books of those translations and put it in the Bible class to be searched for, just the books only. And then this one is going to get all the chapters of all the books. And then this one's going to get every single verse in the Bible and put in the Bible class. This right here is going to get every single book in the names of all the books in the Bible, and then it's going to be used later for a drop down for the user to pick a book. Right here starts the GUI. This is the title of the GUI. This is the screen size. These are the labels in the GUI. Here are the drop down. Yeah, here are the drop downs. This one is just a drop down for the book, like I showed you above. It's going to set itself to James, which is the 58th book. And then it's going to have the chapter right here start as 1, and then the verse start as 2 through 4. So the user will be able to use these as drop downs to get the book, the translation, and then the translation for if you were using like if you were comparing the translations. And then if I go down here real quick, this right here is our buttons that are going to be in the GUI that you can use. This one is the light mode switch button. This will, when you click this, it will change the light and dark mode. And this one right here is the submit button. When you click this, it will run the setup button, setup function, which will make the GUI. And then this right here is the quit program button, which will end the program. This right here sets up the whole GUI. It makes sure everything is declared. This right here, it's a check button. If you click the button, it will turn on the comparing translations. This sets the color, starts GUI, and there's the main loop. And then if we go back up here, the function setup, and there's some global variables, passages, and then we have this try and accept that will check if the input from the user was good or not. I'll show you that later while I'm running the code. And right here, this is splitting it so if it was like, for example, verses 3 through 5, it would split it to 3 and 5 in a list, and then it's going to be using that list right here to get all the numbers in between 3 and 5. And then it's going to put that in the passage text, basically, and then it's going to finally go to here if there were no error messages. So if var.get equals 1, that checks if the check button is on. If it is on, it would be 1, and then it would do all of this. So if it was on, it would make 1 big label, and then another big label right next to it. That's these two. And then down here we got the if it was off, it would print just a 1 translation right here. And then we also have the light and dark mode switch. If you click that light or dark mode button, it will be down here. So now we'll just run this, and it will change it from light and dark mode here. It will check which one it is, and then it will change it. And then finally, it's just going to change the color and the text color, basically everything in the GUI. Okay, so that's about it for my code, so let's run the program. So first of all, it sets itself to James 1, 2 through 4. So that's the text for that. And right here, this is the Bible passage that is showing. So that's going to be changing when we search different things. So this program supports just chapters. So there's James 1. Then it also supports whole books. So that's all James. Then you can compare translations. So let's do ASV and King James Version of Acts 2:38. So that is Acts 2:38 in King James Version and ASV. And then you could change from dark and light mode. And then here's the quit button, which quits the program. And then you have the unit testing, which will check the Bible class and make sure that it's giving the right outputs. So if I ran this, it says ran 2 tests in 0 seconds, and it was okay. So that's about it for my Python project. Thanks for watching.